Are functions confusing you? Many students lose marks not because the topic is hard, but because they make the same three mistakes again and again. Let's fix them in just 5 minutes. Number one, students often think that f of 3 is equal to 3 just because the input is 3. For example, here if I write f of x is equal to 2x plus 1, the input is 3 while output is 7. It's not 3. For example, here f of 3 is equal to 2. Replace x with 3. This is important. Outcome isn't here still. Now we are getting outcome. Look, 2 into 3, 6 plus 7. This is outcome or output. This is output, not this. This is input. So think it like a box. Here we have a box here, and from here we input number 3, and from here we get 7 as output. So f of 3 means the value of the function f at x is equal to 3. That is not equal to 3. That is equal to 7. Now the second error is that students ignore restrictions in the domain. For example, if f of x is equal to 1 over x minus 2, many students write that its domain is all real numbers. Yes, all real numbers, but except one number, and that is x is equal to 2, because when x is equal to 2, this expression, I mean this in the denominator will become 0. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, and f of 2 will become 1 over 0. That is not defined. It is undefined because it's equal to infinity. That's why its domain will be all real number. Right here, all are except x is not equal to 2. So all real number or r except x is not equal to 2. So check denominators, check square roots, because inside a square root only positive value can come inside the square. Otherwise, if a negative value comes here, for example here x is equal to minus 4 or minus 2, so it will become a negative number. Minus 3 minus 1 will become minus 4, and square root of minus 4, it's not valid. It doesn't exist in the real number on the real line. That's why it's not part of the real numbers. It's a complex number, and we're not discussing that one at the moment. Now the third error, we think that every relation is a function. For example, here it's 2 5, and 2 is input, 5 is output. Similarly 2 7 and 3 8. Now you can see here that for the same input, I mean 2, there are two different outputs. One is 5 and one is 7. So it's not a function. The same input 2 has two different outputs, 5 and 7. So it's not definition of the function. It's not a function at all. So it is a relation but not a function. So function must give exactly one output for each input, only one output. So if I have here a kind of if I have a graph of a relation here, and for example this is the graph, and I draw a vertical line. If the vertical line cuts that graph at two different points, then it is not a function. It's not a function. And if I have a curve like this one, and if I draw a vertical line and this line cuts the curve at only one point, then yes, it is a function. Thank you for watching our videos. Contact me on preply.com for further guidance. Bye.